Hey everybody, George Williams Sr. here, doing a little boat repair. This is my 2013 Karma, and the rope in it is all wore out and broke, and I've had to tie knots in it and stuff, so I'm having to replace it. I got this P-cord. It's just a hair bigger than the original rope. I think it'll do better. So what I did is I cut this piece off, and it was still sticking out. And they have a tab, they had an extra length here, down inside here, behind this, hanging down. So I used a pair of pliers, pulled it out by the end here, and it had a little Teflon or plastic washer on this rope. So what I did is I threaded this through, put the washer on, tied a new knot, and then pulled it real hard up and through there. Now, some of this stuff over here, getting this rope back through this hole over here out the cam hole, it's got to thread this whole distance. So instead of pulling all this black rope out and then trying to thread this, what I did is I butted the ends up, wrapped it with a little masking tape, and I'm going to pull it through using the other end. So you don't want to just pull with the far end and not give it a little assistance on this end, because if you pull your masking tape apart, then, well, guess what? It's in there, and you're not going to be able to push this through very well. So we're going to thread this through, and there, out the other side over here. And I got 10 feet of this so I could do both sides and make sure I have enough. So that's that there on that side. Make sure this goes all the way back so I have plenty of rope, and I'll have plenty of this up here to on this far end over here. I'll have plenty of this over here to grab a hold of and pull through. When you pull this, it tightens the back band up. So that you're going to replace these, make sure your back band's all the way back so you have plenty of rope on that end of it. And it's going to have to get wore in a little bit, but I think it'll bite in there. It's a little big, but I think I can make it work. So now I'm going to cut this, but before I cut it, I am going to put a knot in it. See if I can get this to stand up there so you can see. I'm going to put a knot in this. And make sure it's not too much sticking out there, but enough for me to grab a hold when that seat's all the way back. So I'm going to knot this, and then I'm going to cut this. And P-cord likes to unravel, so you have to burn the end and seal it all up. That way it's not going to fray on you later. Careful not to burn your fingers. And then you don't want this one to unravel either, so you're going to melt that down. Pinch it down. Ooh, it's hot. And there's that. That's one side. Okay, I'm going to do the other side and do one side at a time so you can see how it's laid out and you don't get lost along the way. So hang on, and we're going to go do the other side. So there you have it. It's all wrapped in, pulls through. So that's done on my Jackson Karma. Got both sides done. This is a little big, so we're gonna really have to push it down hard into those cams. But it'll work. It'll work. So out of 10 feet of cord, if you're replacing your cord out of 10 feet, this is what I had left. Looks like about a little over 3 feet. And the tools I need to use was a pair of pliers, a little hook to reach in those tight places and hook that rope and jerk it out to where you could grab it with the pliers, a pair of scissors, and some masking tape, and a lighter to burn the ends of your ropes. And that's it for my Jackson Karma. Show you a couple other things that I had to do. Let me flip it over, get these tools off of it real quick. Hang on. So, this is a 2013 boat, and it's been down the river a lot. And what's he doing, Sky? Oh, you just want attention, don't you? Come here, yo. You want out? Come on. Come on. Run out, go have fun. Anyway, back to the project. This thing was like super oil canned, and I took a pair of welding gloves and a hot gun and very carefully heated this belly up to take the majority of the oil canning out. And as you can see, that's what's left of the oil can. And this belly bump was literally about that tall. And it was just this big old belly bump. So I've managed to heat it up and with a pair of welding gloves on, massage it down. And in the process of doing that, some of these big scratches in here opened up and showed that I had a few cracks in here. So what I did, I don't have any plastic to weld up the cracks, but what I did is I took a square tip on my soldering tool, heated it up, and basically gently massaged and heated and gently melted into those cracks, and then rubbed it back and forth and shaped it to close that crack up. And it looks pretty good. And several other big cracks, big gouges and stuff. You can see I just used the existing plastic around it and gently melted it and worked it into the gouges. And I actually patched about 20 of them on there. So Karma is ready to hit the river. My good old boat. Been paddling this since 2013, and ready to go tackle some fun on it maybe this weekend. But been a good boat. All right, George Williams Sr., talk to you later. This is just some little tips and hacks and tricks and stuff to work on your boat. If you got some gouges, cracks, need to replace the seat band in the rope tighteners in your Jackson boat. Super easy, super simple. It's what I love about Jacksons. Everything seems to be pretty easy on them. All right, talk to you guys later. Have fun paddling. See you on the water.